Hispaniola still displays its rich diversity of birds. From coastal lowlands to the highest altitude in the Caribbean, arid lands to lush forests, more than 300 bird species thrive in the diversity of ecosystems and habitats on the island, including 31 species found nowhere else in the world. Sooty terns are monogamous, and finding the right partner takes work. The raucous groups fill the air with their calls as they court potential mates and defend their territory. Eventually, they pair off, and for the next 2 to 3 months, the bustling colony cares for their offspring. Pairs nest on the ground, generally in sandy substrate with sparse vegetation. The female lays 1 or 2 eggs, and both parents take turns incubating the eggs. Because there are no introduced predators on the island, there is a good chance of success. The broad-billed toady doesn't build a nest. It digs with its beak and feet a tunnel in steep banks. Both male and female incubate and care for the nestlings, feeding each chick up to 140 times per day, the highest rate known among birds. The broad-billed toady is one of 2 toadies on Hispaniola. Both are endemic birds of the island. 3 other toadies occur in Cuba, Jamaica, and Puerto Rico. They are remotely related to kingfishers and were once far more widespread than they are today. The broad-billed toady occupies mostly lower elevations. Like all toadies, it has a voracious appetite. Although it is among the smallest of all birds, it is one of the most active feeders. It feeds principally on insects and is able to eat about 40% of its body weight in insects each day. More than 30 years ago, Los Haitises was declared a national park, and a struggle against illegal farming and logging began in order to save its biodiversity and the last remaining habitat for the Ridgway's hawk. They travel in larger flocks, except during breeding season. Often, pairs fly long distances, descending from high altitudes in search for food in lower elevations. They return back to their nesting site several times a day, where the nestlings wait patiently. Nest building is no issue for the parent, as a tree cavity will do just fine. The breeding pair lays 2 to 4 eggs in spring and go to great lengths to raise their young. A different subspecies of the La Salle thrush has been found in the Central and Neiba mountain ranges in the Dominican Republic. The La Salle thrush occurs in low, dense vegetation within wet and pine forests, where there is a very well-developed broadleaf understory. Although many of the thrushes in the world are obvious and easy to see, the La Salle thrush is not. It is a shy, very reclusive bird, and these images are extremely rare. Still, a lot has to be learned of this intriguing treasure of Hispaniola.